Hi guys, welcome to the short video about what science is. I mean, I'm not a scientist and I don't have a PhD or similar to that. For me it seems it's a word which is a little bit misused. Especially in 2020-21, a lot of people in the public are coming out and saying, yeah, this is science or this is not science, like something would be true or false, like 1 + 1 is 2. I mean, of course, maybe that's science. I don't know what it is more like mathematics. But what is real science? I mean, we are talking usually about things in the universe when we are looking at the stars and try to figure out what it is, or things we are talking about where we are coming from, like how the world has been looking 1,000 years ago or 10,000 years, 1 billion years ago, and those things. So, and of course also a lot of technical things and also some medical things. And when I see people coming out to the public and saying, yeah, this is science or this is not science, then somehow I get a little bit upset because they claim they have the only single one truth and it will always be like this, and they laugh at other people who have different opinions. And the thing is, when we are looking back to the so-called science, what people have been talking or explaining like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 100 years ago, there has also been a science in the 1900, in the 1800, in 1700, and so on. And when we read these books about the so-called science, these days when people were thinking the earth is flat or other things, and they were really absolutely convinced that this is the case, and they have found some proof that these things are true, and it can't be the opposite. So this makes me really upset, and I have been also some kind of victim of this thing, because I've made a video. This is the video which I have made about the Xbox 360 controller and how we can overcome some problems with the batteries sometimes. And people are using batteries which are still good when you test them in a battery checker, and they still show maybe 1.4 1.5 volts, and you have them in the controller and it doesn't work. And my solution is just to take them out and rub them for a couple of seconds, put them back, and they are working. And you can see it has 22,000 views, and about 2/3 of the feedback are positive. There are some people saying, okay, it didn't work. And I got also a lot of hate for that, because some people say, yeah, it's not working for me. And of course it cannot work because it's no science. There's no science behind. Just rubbing batteries doesn't do anything. And I say, okay, I can somehow agree. There's no scientific thing, I mean, no proven thing at the moment, but there's maybe something we will find out in 5 years or 10 years or 20 years or in 100 years, that it still does something which we don't know at the moment. I mean, of course, when we hold batteries in our hand, it's heating up and you can squeeze out a little bit of juice of the out of the batteries, but it's not that. It's much more here. I mean, when we just rub the batteries, it will work after that usually for hours. So it's much more than just squeezing out a little bit of extra juice of the thing. So it's probably something which we haven't found, or which just a few people have found, and it's not published, it's not verified. So I think science is totally misused expression, and I wanted to just share the thing with you, that you have to be careful when somebody comes out and says this is science or this is not science. Just be careful what's the true story behind, and always double check and ask yourself what it could be, or if it's real proven, or if it could be just something which is not the like final science. And maybe in a couple of years people will talk or think totally different about the same thing. So you have to be really careful, don't get deceived by this, and I just wanted to let you know about that. And I would be also very curious about what you think about that. What's your opinion on that? How you think about that? Just leave everything down into the feedback area. I'm always happy to talk about your things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.